There comes a time when pure wit and the attribute of being reasonable under duress is insufficient to sway the indoctrinated opinion of a certain group of people. That is, people who claim themselves to be social justice warriors. Rather than proposing a debate and unintentionally invoking Anita's irony, perhaps the best measure is to look at the center of attention in the eye and give a thorough, unbiased evaluation of it. Gone Home was released August 15th, 2013 by the Fulbright Company, designed by Steve Gaynor, who worked on the BioShock games and built on the Unity engine, whose story starts you off with a brief voicemail from the airport, although actually featuring the airport would be too much work apparently. And finally, at the Greenbriar home. You play as Caitlin Greenbriar, a 20-something college grad who just came back from her trip to Europe, only to find the place completely empty, with boxes and the like scattered here and there with your name on them. Alas, you have gone home, but the developers also left anything of sentimental value like any form of linear storytelling at the door outside. Playing through the game was a chore at best. I kept on asking myself, what am I doing as I walked through the decrepit hallways, struggling what to make of my predicament. As I went through the bathroom sink to wash up, I came to the unpleasant realization that there was not a single mirror in this game. Is the Greenbriar family a bunch of vampires? Or are they just not very self-conscious? I think that sentiment might be the deepest thing about this game. Still, graphically speaking, the graphics aren't all that bad. A lot of things are high resolution, and it's refreshing to see an indie game that isn't retro for the sake of being lazy. Still, the graphics are by no means a groundbreaking use of the Unity engine. And, since there are no mirrors in this game to tell you who you are, you're stuck living in the shadow of Sam and Lonnie's lesbian relationship, your parents' marriage troubles, and some other irrelevant shit like your aunt dying, and that's why you have a mansion for a home. In other words, white people problems. The only way I can feel you can give this game compassion points is if you're going through the same situation, or you identify as LGBT. Otherwise, it's just a well-polished house explorer with an unnecessarily convoluted plot that masquerades as an avant-garde discovery thriller. Take out that context, and Gone Home is merely a character, perfectly summing up how to not address LGBT rights. It treats the attribute of being a lesbian as a convenient prop, ripe to be picked as an excuse for clever storytelling. Still, for this gimmick, gaming journalists will go wild to prove that indie games can also get 9 out of 10 scores without the use of bribes. Beg to differ in this opinion? Congratulations, you are now a sexist.
She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere."